call let's say as I'm going out now and talking about dress. No, let's not go into that. We'll do that behind the scene. So talking about impulse spending now, if I go out now, I'm the kind of person that I think this is something that I had to work with. That's why sometimes if I'm going out, I purposely don't go out with physical cash, you understand? But yet my phone is with me, so it's just like Hi guys, welcome to Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative. Welcome to the Diplomat Center. So today we have something very interesting for you guys, and if you're just joining us, I would advise you click on the subscribe button. It's me, my name is Mark, and on this channel we'll be trying to see how we can introduce those of you watching our videos so many tech skills so that you can grow. One thing is, aside the fact that we're doing this training live on YouTube, we also have some diplomats, some wonderful personalities in the house that we're training physically. And like I said before in the last video, if you are interested in joining our physical section, you can reach out via the email, or you can just comment in the comment section. I'll definitely follow up to add your number to our group so that we can see and discuss the modalities that is involved in you coming to be part of this class physically. So today I have something very interesting. In the last video I introduced freelancing platforms, the Upwork, the Fiverr and the likes. But today there are some things I need to make them understand. So we're going to have an interactive session. So I was able to jot down some things I'm going to be sharing with them based on my own experience in freelancing and how to leverage on online opportunities. So it's going to be a wonderful class, and yes, stay tuned guys. So every Thursday what we normally do is we have a timetable because it's good for us to plan. Just from I saw this in a book, what's it called, Making It Big Online. That is, if you're able to leverage on timing, like the right time, you're able to achieve the best out of what you are trying to achieve at that moment. So it's very good for you to be at the right place at the right time. And based on this, I was able to draft out something very important overnight for this wonderful tech diplomat. We have Flourish in the house, we have Joy, we have Emmanuel, and yes, we are growing. So yes, we are going to get right into it. Today is Thursday, and what we are going to be introducing today is professional habits. Hey guys, pay attention. You can ask your questions. You can break me whenever you feel you have any question to ask. So yes, in Tech Library of Empowerment Initiative, aside the fact that we are book lovers, we are always seeking to get the right knowledge to see how it can impact our life. We also want to see how, because you'll be a lot more comfortable when you are reading books and you're not worried about what you are going to eat. You're not thinking of your house rent, your bills, your light bills, you understand, the electricity bills and all of that. So because we believe that once you have a stable mindset, you'll be able to assimilate a lot of those contents that you can see from those documents you are consuming, because you understand that what you put inside your mind will definitely reflect on your life in time to come. So yes, what we're doing today guys is professional habits that increases online income and opportunities. What did I say?
Professional habits that increases online income and opportunities.
So yes, in our last class I was able to introduce you guys to 5 freelancing platforms. Help me with one. Upwork.
Fiverr.
What?
Fiverr.
Fiverr.
Yes.
Can you spell it?
Fiverr.
Very good, Emmanuel. So we have Upwork, Fiverr. We have pay per hour. Yeah, very good. Flourish. Flourish is the girl here with us. She's just 9 years old. She's learning. Freelancer. Very good. So we have guru.com, and like I said, there's another one that introduced to us, social media, which we are going to build up. Pay per hour. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you. So now let's get right to it. So now, one thing you should know, that if you want to become a freelancer, that's the reason why we're having this professional habits that increases online income. So I'm going to be using my own experiences to see how, because to be a freelancer, you should understand the fact that it's not only you that is going to be in that online space. So what are those things you must do that makes those clients come to your DM, that make them wanting to want to work with you? So these are the things I'm going to list out now, which is I'm going to list them out, and it's very, very important. So the first one we're going to do now today is, of course, you should know that the freelancing platform is a professional space. That's why I mentioned some of those rules, like some of those things, even when you are interacting with them, chatting with them, some of those things you pay attention to so that you will not get your account banned or suspended. So now the first thing we are going to do today is, from the point I've jotted out, is that you must treat every online platform like a workplace. So yeah, this is very important. Just the way you go to your, let's say for those of you doing 9 to 5 jobs, those of you going to the office or wearing suit and all of that, just the way you go to your workplace in the morning, you first of all you have to dress formally. Then you have to make sure you get all the documents you are going to make use of before taking it to work. Some persons even they don't joke with their food. They even go with their food flags like foodies. You understand? So that's the way you prepare for your activity for that day. Just that's the way you should prepare for as a professional. Like if you want to be like leverage on these online opportunities, like you becoming a professional in this online space. So if you wake up in the morning, you should treat every online platform like a workplace. Like let's say you are working on Upwork or Fiverr or social media or freelancer, you must be able to understand that it's a workplace. You understand? Forget the fact that it's online. Forget the fact that sometimes the client don't get to see you. You have to wake up in the morning, dress, prepare your day, like have this thinking that you want to do business, you want to make money. Is a professional space. So this is very, very important. And again, make sure that let's say your room or your study room or whatever room you are going to use to do the freelancing stuff for client, whatever platform you are going to use, make sure the first things for you to do is to clean your room. Very, very important. Clean your workspace. You understand? If you have you clean your laptop, like make sure you have everything. Check your internet connection. Treat everything, like make it look so professional. Understand? You by yourself doing it even before you set out for that day. This is something that's very, very important and it's very, very high, and the income is very high. So like I'm saying, still talking about this under the income is what the impact is very high, because most clients want to work with people that are ready for them. So the impact is very high. And one thing you should also know that you should be able to respond professionally to people. Whenever you get a message from a client on Upwork or on Fiverr, you should treat it like you should be able to use it, like use formal words. You must be able to give like them what they are looking for with in a very respectful manner. This is very, very important. So one thing you should pay attention to again is the fact that you must avoid using slangs like how you bro. Use words like how are you sir, good morning sir. Avoid using words like like let's say even while you're typing or chatting, avoid using slangs like or racial. I've mentioned some of those in our last videos. And just try as much as possible to be professional in everything you do, because it makes money. Clients pay money, pay people who makes them feel safe online, and they're professional, not just the fact that you have the skill. It's one thing for you to have the skill, it's another thing for you to make money with that skill. Because like I said before, you're not the only one having this particular skill online. We have so many persons that are doing this. Because we have some persons that will just come online, they'll just be like, hi, I want you to do a particular job for me. You're not like you can't even say hi properly, you can't even like, no, you have to be very professional. Very, very important, because you should have it at the back of your mind that once a client reaches out to you, or once a client comes to your DM, you should understand that there's a very high possibility that the client didn't just say hi to you alone. The client might have reached out to other persons, and how you respond, that warm welcome, will determine who the client wants to work with. Very, very important. You can go as much as possible. Some clients will come to your DM and be like, I want you to design this for me, and I'll pay you $30 straight up. It's not like for you to now be like, don't focus on that money. You understand? How are you, sir? Thanks for coming to my DM. That's a very good way of doing this professionally. Do you understand? Yes. Like, give them that work. Don't go. Some persons that are so interested in the money, they'll be like, I can do this for you $20. Like, they'll go straight to it. So that thing is, how that thing can affect you is that, let's say that client happens to work with you. The client will not want to come back to you because you didn't give them that I'm safe. You didn't give them that respect that they're giving you something. I know definitely a lot of people have this pride that you spend so much of your time and energy learning that skill, so no client can talk to you anyhow. Take note of these guys. They are the owner of this money. They are the one in possession of that money you need. That's why the fact that you want to give them value in exchange, they'll give you money. You should have it at the back of your mind that you are supposed to try and build a relationship with them so they keep coming. That's on Fiverr. Fiverr gives a rank for people that are having returning customers coming to their DM. So it's a rank, and it's something that will promote your account online. So the second one you need to pay attention to, which is my point number 2, is that daily skill touch, even when you are not motivated. Okay, so I'm sure that some of you know that in this freelancing space, One thing you should understand that it's not every day you wake up you feel like you want to do something. Just the way, and some of us have mood swings, some of us like just the way we go to our office, like our those of you working, and you'll be like, oh, today I'm not in a good mood. You don't just know why. So that's how it is with freelancing. Sometimes you just wake up in the morning and be like, I think I just want to sleep longer, stuff like that. So we're going to talk about time management later, but the second one we're dealing with, like I've mentioned, is daily skill touch. That is whenever, like when you're not motivated, what do you do? You understand? What do you do whenever you're not motivated? So have it at the back of your mind that if you can set a target every single day, you'll be like, today I'm learning video editing. For the next 1 hour, I'm going to learn updates, or let's say trending updates that you are not accustomed to, so that you can keep yourself abreast with what is going on, or the latest information in that particular skill you have as a freelancer. So don't have this mindset that, oh, today I'm not going to work, or today is an off day for me. And this is something I've been doing for a very long time. For every sometimes I wake up around 2 a.m. and I'll be like, okay. I'll just like, okay, let me spend 1 hour on this. So I'll spend, instead I'm going to spend that 1 hour building myself, or I'm going to spend that 1 hour calling somebody that will build me. You understand? So sometimes I used to have late night calls. I don't do it recently because I want to rest more, because during the day I do a lot of, and I want to just sleep more, so I don't call. But I have a lot of guys in this freelancing world that most of them, they are majorly active around that time. So they'll be like, oh, let's share ideas. What have you learned? What have you done? What are you doing that is working for you? Understand? And the thing about that is just like the fact that they're sharing information, you're not supposed to accept everything from there. You have to filter those ones that aligns with you. Understand? Then pick it and start working it and run with it. So that's one thing I want to establish. So when you wake up, you try as much as possible to stay in touch with at least one skill every day. Every single day. This is under this point, oh. Okay, so the reason for this is because skill compound faster than motivation. Understand? So once you have a skill, just like I said, Upwork is freelancing is like you're going to the market. Somebody wants what you have, you want what the person have, which is money, and you are giving back your skill in exchange, your service, your time. So the thing is, if you don't have a skill, or if you have not perfected your skill, there's no way anybody wants to work with you. Just like having two mechanics, one is having like 7 years experience, one is having like 6 month experience, and you took your car to that person that is having 6 month experience, and the person damaged your car. Definitely you don't want to go back to that same person. That's why it's always important that the more you focus on your skill, the more you sharpen your skill, the more you grow. That's why there's this saying that practice makes perfect, but I think it should be practice makes you better. You understand? Practice makes you better every single day. It's not as if you cannot know it all. So always be intentional about building your skill every day, every single day. So that's where I use the word daily skill touch. Your daily skill touch. What did I say?
Daily skill touch.
Very important. So the next one is document everything. Yes, document everything you've learned. There are some informations that, okay, recently somebody reached out to me. I posted something on my status, one of my friends in this tech world, and the guy, I just posted something randomly about what you need to do to get clients on Upwork using Shopify skill, and the guy, he picked it up, and guess what, guy, it has been running with it. Like, he has been running with it. So the thing is, I understand that a lot of persons do feel like they have this their brain is so good that anything they come in contact with, it stays in their brain. No, there's some key information that you will forget. Just the way we have video editing that there are some codes, or let's say you're into programming or coding, there are some things you just have to have a jotter. That's always advice everybody that is in the tech world to always pay attention to having this note. You'll divide the portion like this: before and after. That is, you list out the things you did before. Let's say today you opened Facebook account in 1 minute. By tomorrow, I'm expecting that you should be able to open that Facebook account in 30 seconds. You understand? So before, always have this this book where you are showing, like, where is displaying how you are making progress in the tech world. Very important. It's showing your growth. You have to have a way of tracking your growth. That's why sometimes I'm not really happy when a particular person is doing the same thing for a very long period of time, and the person is still using the same time, it's still using the same method, the person is not trying to upgrade, and that's what is even going on right now. In fact, once you go to some, according to statistics, a lot of students in senior secondary school would like to associate with younger teachers than older teachers. There's a reason, aside the fact that you won't blame the older teacher because they have families, they have other things to pay attention to, so their mind is not really there. But younger teachers have this new updated way of relating with their student, and so definitely they will have the student running to them. Mostly they have this friendly working environment, and to keep the student coming. So you have to be very intentional about documenting everything you learn. You understand? If you're watching a YouTube video, or if you have a coach, sometimes your coach will say something subconsciously, like the person. It's not as if you're having a class. It's not as if he or she's trying to impact in you. You can just jot it down so you not forget. Some things come from just interaction. You understand? Some things you can also learn, not just from your coach. You can also learn some things from your client. If your client is always telling you this, telling you that, you should understand that once you are working with the next client and the person is giving you that same pattern, you should know what to do. So most of the experiences I've had working with people, talking to clients, talking with other people in this freelancing world, it has helped me to develop this professional habit of knowing when to document everything that I'm learning, because I have a workbook and it's not something I would like to share with anyone. As a matter of fact, just the way you have people that will say they misplaced their phone and they'll be like, is my contact there that is paining me that they lost and all of that. What is really going to pain me is the information that I have in my device. But the good thing there is I backed it up, because there are some things I've been working with for the last 7 years that I've been working with. Like I understand that there's a place for you to keep updating, but there's also a place for you to, the reason why you're documenting this thing is not because you want to upgrade yourself, but because you want to see your progress. Where were you before in the last 2 months? For those of you here, where are you now? Like, where are you now? So you are just trying to checkmate your progress. So document everything is very, very important. And so how do you document these things? Like I said, you say that you write them down, or if it's something you can screenshot them. There's something one of my coaches used to do then. Once you join the training class, he will ask you to go and take a picture of yourself. Like the first day, they did that to me. So when I started, I was like, what's going to happen? Okay, I just did it based on I was there first. So it's like it's a tradition there. So I took a picture and it was like, in the next 1 year, I want to go and check that picture. Guys, I'd like to announce to you guys that I've changed, and now at least I'm having beards. I'm getting matured, which is still part of it. But some persons have added weight. Most of my guys have added weight. I believe it's a gene thing for me. Most of my guys have added weight and they're looking more robust because they're making money in dollars, and yes, definitely they're eating more what they want to eat and stuff. You get what I mean? So one thing you know is you must always screenshot them. You must have information that you can always track back to check it in your device. Always screenshot every information that you know that this thing I might forget, or this thing I will need this. I will need to make reference to this in the nearest future. That's why, for instance, in social media marketing, let's say somebody reach out to you to maybe open. Aside the fact that you can send this screenshot to your client showing that you have delivered your job on Upwork and Fiverr, you can also screenshot them so that you will have this like an evidence in case a client is asking or saying that you've not done this or you've not done it. You can just show screenshot, or you can show customer support that I was able to do this, but this client is doing this. You understand? So there's a place for evidence, just the way you have it in the legal system, like in the judiciary system, where you have to present evidence, like to show that you actually do that exact thing that you're saying. That's how it works with freelancing. So it's very, very important to say it. So it's one thing for you to say, so to tell somebody that, hello sir, I can design 10 flyers for you. The person will be like, show me let's say examples of what you have done for that client, and you don't have anything to show for it. And sometimes there's a very high possibility that what you are saying is true, but it's just that you are not documenting them. Because it happened to me recently. I worked with someone, his name is let me not mention his name. So the person reached out to me on Facebook, and the person was like, hi sir, I want to get 1 million followers for my Facebook account, my Facebook page to be precise. And the person was not like, are you sure you can do it? Because the person saw my account, and the person is on my own personal account. The person, I think then I was having 3,000 followers. You understand? How come you want to give me 1 million followers and you yourself you're having just 3 million followers? So you can see what's going on there. And that's the number 6 point I mentioned yesterday. I told you outside Upwork and Fiverr, you can also get clients from social media, like from Twitter, and you get what I mean, other social media platform. So what really happened there is I spend a lot of time working on people's page that I don't have time to grow my own account. So it takes a lot of convincing for me to show them that, as at that time, for me to tell them that, okay, I'm good in this and that. Like, they'll be like, oh, show me evidence, and there's nothing to show because my own account is not even showing what I said I want to do to them. And somehow that thing can affect your value because there's no document to show you've learned that thing and you've done it over the years. So very important to document it. So sometimes what really normally helps me to go past those kind of clients is I'll now start sending links and informations like or document or media to that client, showing them that I've done this. Sometimes I will even share the contact of the client so you can reach out to the client to confirm that I actually did this and I'm good in it. So that's one thing you need to pay close attention to. So how many have I mentioned, guys?
3.
Are you following? If you have any question, you can draw me back. Then number 4, always be opportunity ready. The income impact is very high, extreme. So one thing you should understand that a lot of people miss opportunities due to what? No portfolio. You open your Upwork account. I had a class last week Saturday with some students virtually, and somebody asked a question that really got me laughing, but I didn't show the fact that I didn't try to make the person understand that it was funny because it looked so unprofessional. Because was like, sir, everything I've been saying today, you're just speaking English since. It was so daring. Because I've opened an account, the person said, according to the person, he said, hi sir, thanks for this wonderful section. I opened an account, Upwork account for over 4 years. Until now, I've not gotten any client. And the person was so like, the person was just the person was speaking from a place of frustration and a place of like, what you are saying is not correct, is not true. So I laughed within me, and I said, send me the link. While having that section, send me the link of your account. So it took like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. The person sent me the link, and I checked the account. It was so funny because the person doesn't have any portfolio. The person just open account, just put name, did his verification, ID card. Like I said, I mentioned those things you need, your ID card, your driving license, any of those things for you to do. You just put all this information and simple. So you're expecting client to just come to your DM. How would they know what you are doing? There was no portfolio, no project, no review, no recommendation, nothing. How do you expect it? Like, it's not possible. It's not possible. So like when I now give it back to the person now understand that he needs to still put in the work. So that's why I said what? Always be opportunity ready. And how do you show you're ready for opportunities? Number 1, you have to have a professional profile. Either on Upwork, or on Fiverr, on Freelancer, you must have a professional profile. You must have portfolios displaying your previous jobs. Very, very important. The another thing you should know now is from the way you chat, you have to show confidence. Avoid using words like I might or maybe. I am not sure. I will try. The client is asking you to be definite. Mr. Mark, how long do you think this job is going to take? I think the client, I will try to make it ready within 2 weeks. It shows you lack confidence, and it shows you are not ready for that opportunity. Once the client reaches out to you and you are saying, I will try to deliver it in 2 days, and the client reaches out to Mr. B, and the person is saying, I'll deliver it today before 4 p.m. That's a definite answer. So even from the way you interact with client, when you're trying to make income, leveraging on online opportunities, is that even from the way you chat, do you know that even from your samples that you're going to send to me to check, I can know that you have, even without interacting with you directly, I'll be like, Emmanuel, send me one of the jobs you've done before. Do you know that even from, let's say you're a video editor, from the job you've sent to me, do you know that the job can show me whether you have confidence or not? From the way you settle down, go into detail, the way you settle down to have a neat job, not when I'm watching your videos, I'm seeing subtitles, I'm seeing mistakes, I'm seeing errors, and you claim you're a professional and you've been doing this for about 5 years. Of course, I'm like, oh, this person will not pay attention to close detail. So automatically, you are not ready for that opportunity. That opportunity is going to pass you by. So it's as good as that. So this is number 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Flourish, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are going to go to point number 5. Respond what? Very fast. I think I'm going to give this acronym RVF. Again?
RVF.
I can't hear you.
RVF.
Very important. So the impact is very high. Very high. I've already shown, I think I in the last class about Fiverr, I told you that there is a box that shows how you respond to a client message. This is something that if you don't pay attention to, your account rating is going to be dropping, and this is something that can affect you in the long run. I cannot message you as a client, mostly considering the different time zone that we have. I cannot message you around 2 a.m. telling you that I want to do a particular job, and by 2:30 you are telling me that you are sent to me by 2:30 p.m. meaning you are saying that I don't have work to do, or you are making it seem like you are not placing priority on the fact that I want to work with you, and that is not good. And again, one thing you understand in this online space is that you're not the only one doing this job. So if you are not responding, aside the fact that your account is being affected, you are also going to lose that client, because there are so many persons that can give that service like very, very fast, like better than you. So have it at the back of your mind that you must always be available to respond fast to messages, and not just Upwork on Fiverr. You can get messages via emails. Always check your emails. How do you avoid this? How do you avoid this? Number 1, turn on your notification. If you are using a phone, whatever device you are using, turn on the notification. It's very, very important, because let's say you are sleeping due to the different time zone thing, and you get a notification. The notification you use for Upwork messages or anything related to online where you are making money from should be different from your normal ringing tone. Should be different from your WhatsApp message. You understand? Like me now, the message I'm using once a message comes in from my Upwork account is different. When I hear that sound, I know that either somebody has messaged me, or the work I did for somebody has dropped in my account, or somebody has seen my gig, or somebody has just like given me a review. You understand? So I will know something has gone wrong, or something has happened in the positive direction. And again, sometimes you get that notification, it means your account has been suspended. Nobody wants to hear that. So let's just continue. So turn on your notification. Then number 2, always check your messages. In fact, you are not supposed to go 1 hour without checking. What is 1 hour? You cannot go 10 minutes without checking your messages, your email. Very important. So you must always be online. Your data must always be turned on. You understand? Very important. Or your Wi-Fi, anyone. You must always be connected to the online space. It's only those that are connected that will stay what? Connected. You see that if you are not connected, you will stay what? Frustrated. So guess what? If you are connected, you are connected. If you are not connected, you will be what? Frustrated. What did I say?
If you are connected, you will be connected. If you are not connected, you will be frustrated.
Very important. So now let's continue. Another thing you should pay attention to is when you are responding very fast, you are not just responding like, you have to respond professionally. The fact that you are responding, somebody sent you a message around 2:10, you are not responding around that same 2:10 within that same time frame. Now the issue is the fact that you are responding fast doesn't mean you are actually responding. Take note of this. The fact that hi, somebody is messaging, hi, good morning sir, thanks to meet, nice meeting you, how may I help you? Simple, you got in that one. Let's now say I want you to design a video for me and I will pay you $20. You now say, the person asked you this question. Now the person now said, can you? You don't respond to that question. You now say, your own response is not like, this money is too small. Do you know you have missed something?
Yes.
The person, can you? And this shows your confidence. I told you your confidence is not only going to be even from your work, from the way you chat with your client. So now, the fact that you have responded very fast, it might not affect your rating, no, but it has affected your confidence. That your response, you have responded, but you have not responded. Do you understand? Yes. So now, always pay attention. Some clients used to do this. They'll be like, hi, good morning, nice to meet you. And take note of this. You might not always see this in English. That's why I'm going to introduce you guys to Deep L. Are you seeing it? Because if I'm going to open an account for all of you, we're going to open an account in English, Dutch, and French. Meaning, people in France, let's say France, can message you and give you job. People that understand English can reach out to you and give you job. People that understand Dutch can reach out to you and give you job. I'm talking about clients reaching out to you. So now I understand fully well that some of you feel like, how do I communicate? That's why I mentioned this word, DeepL. It's an app. You can install it in your device, your phone. So when a client message you, let's say bonjour in French, this app, there are so many apps. I'm just making reference to the one I'm using. Like I said, I'm going to make use of my own personal experience. Once a client reach out, I say bonjour, like good morning in French. The response, this app enables you to be able to, it's kind of stress, but you want to make money, so you don't see that as stress. You are trying to become a professional, so you must maintain this professional habit. So once you this app will enable you convert it to good morning for you. So now you have to respond to this in French. Let's say you want to ask this this particular client, maybe this is a man, bonjour monsieur, that is good morning sir, that's you being a male. I'm talking about me now. So now you want to use this app, you want to respond to this message, you now be like comment ça va? That is, you're asking, you are checking on the client. So once you go and you use this, you just type how are you, put your question mark. Like I said, you have to be professional. You must put be so like, don't avoid having this just go we chat with our friends using shorthand and everything. You have to be very professional in the workspace. So once you mention this app, that's why there's another app that can help you. For some of you that you know your English is not really like it's not conversational, like your English is maybe beginner level. You can download Grammarly. You can download your Android phone. So anytime you want to do it, like if I type this thing like this using Grammarly, for instance, I do not put you. Grammarly will put red for me and give me the correction up. Or your predication is for some of you using all those old Nokia phones, you see predication, it comes with it naturally, but Grammarly is what I normally do. So when I use, so let's say I even complete the spelling, there's no mistake, but there's no question mark, it will show me. So I have to correct it, then send it to the client. So now the fact that I've typed this thing in English, the client will be able to this DeepL app, which is the one I've been using, there's so many other ones, convert it to French, you understand? But where this thing becomes a problem is where some clients will be like, I want to arrange a Zoom call with you, I want to see who I want to work with. That's where the mistake problem comes in. But it's not really a problem, because if you know you want to maintain, you want to avoid problems like this, and I think it's another way of you limiting yourself. In your account, you're only going to put English, meaning you're only going to come across people that understand English. But to me, what I normally do is I'll come up with something, like I cannot be like, I can just like, it's not really professional, and I know we're talking about professional habit. I can be like, I'll just give excuses saying that I'm busy or something, and I'll just use voice notes. So I can generate voice notes in French, you understand, voice overs and stuff like that, and just be like, oh, I can hear your voice, that means I can still work with you. And I always advise that you try to build a relationship with your client. So after the fact that the client you've done the job, the client has clicked accepted, and the money has dropped to your account, after like a week or so, you can just go back to that chat and say, hi sir, it's been a while, I'm just checking on you. You understand? You are building a relationship with that client. So automatically the client will have you in mind. Because normally if you don't do that, the client will come online. Let's say today you did video editing for that client. The client now know you that you know video editing, but the client doesn't know you know how to do Shopify. You understand? The client now go on that skill or on that Upwork, that online platform. The client will go and search Shopify. Definitely you know the client will work with somebody else. You understand? So and for some clients, they don't take their diligence to check your account, your portfolio, to see that aside video editing, you do this Shopify. So you amaze the client, but once you always maintaining that relationship with that your particular client, or Upwork or Fiverr, you gotta be like, okay, this person has once said this, okay. So once anything pops up in that person's working place, you are the first person that comes to that person's mind. And the good thing about it is, once a client knows what the services you are good at, they don't necessarily have to message you every now and then for Upwork. So Upwork will not have that, let me reduce it, opportunity of taking that 10% or 5 or 20% as the case may be. So a client can reach out to you on your email or message on WhatsApp. I have a client that's always messaging me like on WhatsApp. In fact, sometimes it doesn't send chat. You just be like, can I call you now, Mark? You understand? Straight up, like we have gone to, like we built that relationship. He sends me happy new month, like stuff like that. As a matter of fact, it was even from him that I learned this happy new month, like reaching out, checking on all my customers, just trying to develop that friendship by all means. Even if you don't like doing it, you have to do it, because in a professional workspace like this, relationship is very, very important. Relationship is very what?
Very important.
So now, I think we've done justice to our point number 5, which is respond very fast to messages. And like I said, clients hire most responsive professional, not the best resume. If you say you have 10 years experience, let's say, okay, now let me ask you this, guys. If the chairman of your local government and let's say there's another person, President of America. Now, see you now. This is Emmanuel. So now let's say you have access to these two guys. Now you have a project that you want to do. Now this guy is staying very close to your house. This guy is in America, and of course you're not in America, you're in Nigeria. This is where we are making the video, guys. If you are not subscribed, click on the subscribe button. So let's continue with the class. So this is the president of America now. So now, who would you rather meet to have a project done faster? Is it the chairman or the president?
President.
So, what's your own answer?
The chairman.
What's your own answer?
Chairman.
The chairman. Joy is correct. Flourish is correct. Emmanuel, you're also correct. But because the reason why I'm saying Emmanuel is correct is because here in Tech Library Hub, we don't believe there's any wrong answer. The fact that you've tried, it means you've shared what you know. So you understand? So Emmanuel is correct, but the right thing to do is to reach out to the chairman, because the chairman, you have access to the chairman. You can just take maybe a bus or something. But the president of America, can you see him? And even you can see he's always busy. But guess what? Between these two persons who have more influence, who have power more, is the president, of course. But you reach out to who is giving. Okay, let me give you an instance. Okay, what if is okay? Let me make a perfect scenario. This is the chairman of local government A. This is the chairman of local government B. In the morning you wake up, you have a time sensitive project. You reach out to Mr. A. Good morning, sir. Around 10 a.m. You forward the same message to Mr. B. Around 10 a.m. Good morning, sir. This one replies your message 2 p.m. This one replies your message 10:15. Who would you continue talking to? Is it A or B? B, correct. You continue working with this person. That's why I said on Upwork and Fiverr, clients respond to who is very responsive and not who has the best resume. That is, if you tell me now that I'm the owner of Shopify, and I know I check and okay, let me use Apple. What's it called? Let me use Mark Zuckerberg, my namesake, the owner of the CEO of Facebook. Now this is Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg was telling me that he's owner of Facebook. He can design another Facebook platform and sell it to me. But somebody else that I don't know is telling me that, sir, I've not done anything like this before. But I can tell you, I can guarantee you that I will do it. I'm talking to this person, but this person is telling me I'm always busy. Do you know I rather work with this person? He's giving me attention, and what I want to do is times I cannot be waiting for this Mr. I know this guy has done it, but I rather work. That's where this thing is good for people that are starting. How many level of seller that's we have on Upwork?
3.
Very good. So now this low level seller is you. The man you are trying to reach out to is busy. So now this person will rather work with this person. That's why if you leverage on this very well, at some point you start growing to this level. You'll not be waiting, like this person will not always want to work. Nobody wants to work with someone that is not always available. I don't really blame guys here. In fact, the matter I used to be here, you understand? One of my accounts I opened I think in 2019 or so. It was I moved from this low level seller to this topic. In fact, most of my guys in tech, they were like, how did you do it? Because one thing is, for you to be able to move to this level, there are some things you would have gotten to. Like on this low level seller, you can start with $0. You have not gotten any account, you've not done any project. But as you move on, I think at this point you would have made up to $1,000 or so. Now let's read, I'm going to talk about that. I'm no longer using Upwork back to back like before. So yes, I'm now focusing on Fiverr. So it was I've gotten over $1,000 for you to move to this level. And this should be the second level. I think it's $20,000. Abi? That means you must have made over 25 million naira. Like, let me even convert it. $20,000 is more than 40,000. It's more than 40 million naira in our currency. Like those of us in Nigeria. So you understand what it means. So now let's continue with our video. How many points have I mentioned, guys?
5.
5 points. Then another thing you should also know is number 6. Track your work like a professional. So yes, I'm going to make use of Shopify as a skill now. I've designed a website for somebody. and everything went well. The person has paid me on Fiverr. Fiverr has taken of course their own 20%, and I'm going to deliver a perfect job. Do you know that? And this is still where a relationship comes in. You must always have a metrics, or let's say a tracking system, or an assessment pattern. You can use any of those words. So what I'm trying to say basically is you must have something that shows what you've done before, how is the performance of your work, like where you were before, what you've done, and this is very good because once the client is asking you to show evidence or for you to show a track like in your portfolio, you can also show the client that you've done this. And one thing I normally put in my CV, and it has gotten me so many jobs actually, because once somebody reaches out to me, okay, you told me, Mr. Manga, you know how to do this, you know how to do this. Okay, let me see your CV. So now if you check my phone now, my devices, I'm not exaggerating guys, I have over 100 CVs. 100. You need to know CVs, right? Curriculum vitae. Those are the things or your resume. These are the things you send to someone. Okay, you know what? I don't have time. Send me your CV. So that CV is going to tell you, okay, let's say you went to Baptist Academy, secondary school, between 2013 to, this is your JS1, to let's say 6 years. 6 years plus this is what? 2019. You're in JS1 now. So it's also something that shows a track record of your job, your experience, your certification. If you check my certificate, now my certificate are more than 70 that I've gotten in the tech world. In fact, if you're following my certificate, I dropped one on Sunday. Was it on Sunday? That I just got another new skill. Software development. It's all this CapCut and Canva. I know how to design my own software. Like, okay. So now a resume, and guess what? One key information you normally put, because now if I send you my own CV now, you now Emmanuel, two of us, maybe the client reached out to two of us. This is me, this is you, this is Mark. Let me use our name. This is your boy Emmanuel. So now I sent my CV to this client. Client is C. Two of us fire it, bang, bang. So now I have a high chance of getting this job over Emmanuel, because aside the fact that Emmanuel has not gotten job, maybe Emmanuel in his CV or his resume, Emmanuel will say, I know how to do software. I'm a software developer. And for you to be a professional, like being in this professional space, you must maintain this habit of putting, that's why I say track your work like a professional. So if you're not tracking your work as a professional, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm also going to send a software developer into this person. But guess what? The difference between this person now is I'm going to put experience. And I'll be like, I worked with Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative, and as at the time I started working with them, they were having only one software. But when I came and worked, they were having 10 softwares. That is, you are talking about where you started and where you moved them to. So now in this social media management, if anybody reaches out to me, I'm like, okay, like that one that I mentioned that said 1 million followers, I should give him 1 million followers, real organic followers. I told the person that, okay, I sent the person a CV, or let me say I sent the person a resume that I drafted. And I'm like, okay, I worked with Aquarius Boulevard, guys. If you can check it online, Aquarium Boulevard is from Haiti, this country, but he's living in America. Aquarius Boulevard is something the first thing you see on my social media. He is one of my best clients, but something happened to his dad, and yeah. So let's not talk about that. It's somebody's information. So this is Aquarius Boulevard. So this guy, when I started working with this guy was having, I think, 700 followers on Instagram. So my CV, you are going to see, you will see statistics data. I moved this person from 700 within 3 months, put the time frame. I moved this person from 700 to, last time I checked, he was having 50,000 plus subscriber. Number one, I'll put again, I was able to upload 10,000 videos. That is, guess what have you done? You have now shown this client that I can deliver the work. Number one, they have now shown this client that you know how to do video editing, because this client wants to just follower. So automatically you have used one to kill two birds, so like without even stressing. I uploaded 2,000 videos for that person. I can go further by saying I also help Aquarium Boulevard to create a website where I connected his Instagram. You know, this person wants me to buy Instagram 1 million followers. Where I connected his Instagram account to his page. I've showed how many skills? 3 skills. Number 1, follower growth. Number 2, video editing. Number 3,
Content.
No, website.
Okay.
I've showed that person I know how to design website. I connected this to this one. You understand? So these are the things that I've been able to achieve. So that's why I say if you don't track your work, there's no way you can give report. You'll be panicking. When the man asked Emmanuel, okay, show me, what did you do? You mentioned you are a software developer and you did maybe, and let's say Emmanuel has been doing it he has not got any client. He has just been doing software at home for himself. He's doing a software that is showing fitness. Like if somebody wake up in the morning, do like this, 3, 2, 1. I used to exercise. Maybe design a software that is maybe a fitness software, an app to be precise. And Emmanuel has done it for himself, but this thing has not been tested. You understand? He has not done it for a client, so nobody want to work with him. But me, I'm showing you, I worked with this and this and this and this in America. I put the email of that client, so automatically work with. And guess what, guys? This is not really professional, but I do it. Once you open an account for the first time, you can also come up with you can draft. This is not advisable. You can come up with names of places you have worked. You understand? Whereas you don't work there, so it's not being professional, but you are trying to get to that space. You understand? So once you put the names of those places you worked, and make sure you're putting the emails that the client cannot track. Sometimes there was one I did, I even put my mom's number. You understand? Phone number. You understand? So if they call, my mom will just like, and I'm mostly with my mom's phone then. I was just starting that, so 7 years ago. So it's not really, I will not advise you to do it, but people do it and it works for them. And this is point number what?
Number 6. We are going to number 7.
We are going to number 7.
Okay. Okay, yes. So I told you in point number 5 that you must always track. You must always
respond very fast.
Yes, very fast. Another thing you need to know is, this used to happen to me. On Upwork and Fiverr will always display jobs. You just see something, you just see one notification. I'm looking for somebody, a client is just post it. The client now by himself is posting what he wants. The client is not searching for service. So just when you have your Facebook, you can't post on your status. That's it. I am looking for someone that will design a website for me, and I'm willing to pay $20 or $300. You just see the pop-up, bam. So now, guess what? You are seeing it too. Your mind is like, oh. Before you do that one, you are trying to open your that message to respond. You say another one. I need someone to design a video, $500. Before you say that, the more you see those notifications, you are not distracted. So now, if you are not able to track your work like a professional, you now be like, okay, now when you are done, let's say when you are applying for this one, when you are sending your proposal, because on Upwork we send proposal. They call it proposal. That's what I'm saying here in Tech Library Hub. Every month, all of you are going to be doing physical proposal, verbal proposal. You are going to stand and explain what you've learned. You understand? So now, this proposal now, let's say you spend 30 minutes, because once you open this message, you can't spend up to 30 minutes, except maybe you don't have, like Emmanuel, like I mentioned, it doesn't have track record of what he has done. But me, I have document that I can just send to the person. But Emmanuel now be like, you now be saying, oh, I've done this thing for myself. So Emmanuel is going to spend longer time trying to convince that client that he can do the job. But me now, I'll just send the person work. If you want to work with me, work with me. If you don't want to work with me, go. So what I normally do is, after I've sent this proposal now, like I need to call this part out. So guys, as I was saying, once I send a proposal, there's a very high chance I'm going to get this job faster than Emmanuel. But take a look at this, due to the fact that I saw a lot of notifications of a lot of job alerts, you understand? And let's say this one now for Emmanuel now that I'll spend 30 minutes. Do you know that Emmanuel will now go and sleep thinking that he has spent a lot of time on this, but he don't apply, and there's a very high chance he might not even get this one that he applied for, you understand? So normally what you're supposed to do is to track. What I normally do is I'll hold the pen, or I'll just jot it. I have my notes. I'll jot it down that spend 10 minutes on this. I'm going to talk about time management. And I'll be like, apply for or send a proposal to, let's say the person's name is Mr. B. I'll put it there. Send a proposal. So as I'm doing it, I'm marking it. I hit it. Else you get so excited waiting for this man to respond. If you know 3 hours. You have already and this person and somebody else has already attacked this person. You have to be very fast, and by doing that you have to track your work. You have to know what you have sent, what you have not sent, and you have to know how to respond to messages before all these things are very, very important too. So this is my point number 6. We're about getting to the last point. Then again, I've mentioned this. All these things I mentioned or I'm listing out are things that if you are paying attention, they are kind of related. They are kind of inside each other. So one thing you should know that you have to understand is you becoming the professional, you having this professional habit that will increase the online opportunities, just what we're doing today, is the fact that you need to learn how to sell your skill. Learn how to sell your skill. Now, do you understand? Do you know that, let's say I have a returning client that is coming back for me to work, do a particular job for the person, and the person is coming, there's something we call upselling. Let's say now, in that my resume that I sent to that client, I'm telling the client that I know how to do video editing. I did video editing for that Aquarium Boulevard that I mentioned. You understand? But the client now, if he's not paying attention to it, he's just paying attention to that first one that he wants, as if he don't see this one, there's no time. So now, when I'll now be like, in the course of our conversation or having chat, you've been able to sell your skill to that person. When you're having that conversation, you'll now be like, I did this for this other person. You bring it, you have to be intentional. Sometimes some client will see it, you have to be intentional about bringing it into that conversation that you're having. So the person will place that order, or person will have it at the back of their mind that after you have done that follower, 1 million follower, they know that if they want somebody that can do this other one, they will reach out to the other person. Another way of you selling your skill, or another way you can sell your skill, is by dropping information of every of your achievement online. This is something I normally do before on WhatsApp, but I stop. What I normally post now on my WhatsApp status is just comic and motivation and the rest. But I have a platform. There's one they call Seller. There's one they call LinkedIn. There's one I call LinkedIn. So now, anything I do, I normally go and drop it there. In fact, if as you're waking up in the morning and you're eating food, go and drop it. It's that serious. I just finish eating food in the morning. So your client, anybody that is looking for someone that can do maybe food critics or something, they know you're a food, like do so. See, there's something you have to, for those things you are doing subconscious, so those things you're not paying attention to, from my own experience, has paid me more money. So there's someone that reached out to me, in my last course, I went to after my BSc, after my degree, I went further to school in Lagos, in Nigeria. So my lecturer that's always teaching us virtually online, it was not like, I'm always posting long status, what's going on? And I said, I'm a social media manager. Pay attention to these guys. What do you understand by social media? I said, sir, I promote people brand, I make content and all of that. It's one of the things I do. In fact, it's even the list of my skills that I have. The guy now like, wow, that's good. Guess what? He now said, I have one woman, a professor in Lagos, that is looking for someone that will manage her page. She just had her NGO, and that's all those orphanage thing, like helping those poor and needy and all those kind of thing. So I said, sir, I do it very well. So the man gave my number to the woman. So the man now reached out to me. The woman called me. So now when the man reached out to me, and the woman started telling me what the mission and vision of what she wants to do. As a matter of fact, I've never even seen this woman, but this woman sent me 150k as transport to travel from Ogun State, to Lagos. Not that money she paid me, not for the transport, just like see me that I'm serious. This is not, I've not done any job. When I saw that, normally that's one thing. That's what I'm going to talk about next. Once you get carried away by money, you will not be able to see some of those things I mentioned before. Somebody will reach out to you, can you do this? You are now seeing the money in the message. You are not seeing like the question. You are not responding, but you are responding. You understand? So now when I saw this morning, I'm not like, okay, well, guess what I did now? For me to grow my value, the man asked me, when will it be free? Normally, I know, it's not if I was really doing anything. But if you start telling the woman, I'm traveling first thing tomorrow morning, they look like you are jobless. And your value drops. So let's say after you do a particular job, you want to be like, after I give you 150k, take from that money for your service. But no, I told the man that I will not be ready throughout this week. You understand? And I'm not doing anything. It's value. So sometimes because of that, I started posting things on my status, showing the man the jobs I've done, like just play with her mind, and you understand. So you have to be intentional about some of this. So you have to learn how to sell your work. So now, after like 1 week, the one that reached out to me, I said, I don't think, I still extended it by 2 days. So when I then traveled down to Lekki to see this woman, I stayed in the house for 3 days. They were feeding me. They were taking care of me. Although I did not add weight, but I did the same thing. So yes, one thing I normally did, when I went to the woman's place, the woman was just telling me, I'm the only one, all my children are outside the country. Like, she was just giving me history about their family. If she's going to see this video, I'm sorry, ma, I'm just for the purpose of this video. So she's not going to see it actually. She's not the phone person. So what I'm trying to say now is, every opportunity you have, whether from just having conversations with your friend, even your mom, In fact, let me tell you what I'm doing now. In my house or in my family house, if my dad say, "Ma, come and see my phone. My Facebook is not working." The next thing guess what you hear me say? How much? Like I want to collect money from my own dad. Anything you are, although you be like, he knows I'm joking actually, but if he gives me money, do you know I'll collect it? I don't mind the fact that he was not at in the university and everything, but the thing, what I'm trying to be, everything you are doing, see value in it. Before now, I don't know, this morning we're talking about emotional intelligence. Some of the things you should know is a strength and is a weakness for me is that I consider people's emotions too much and it affects me. So sometimes when because I don't want people to get angry, I just want people to always be happy. So that's the reason why I prefer you just you beat me than you shout on me. I prefer you beat me than you shout on me. I don't like it. It has a way of playing in my head over and over, mostly when you say those hurtful words to me. So talking about how to sell your skill. So now I was making mention to my dad, using my dad in my house and everything. So there was a day he reached out to me that I should do something for him, and I asked him for money. He was like, "Have you forgotten?" He asked me, have you forgotten I'm your father? I was like, "Yes." Now, yeah. Well, now one message he got from there is, he now noticed that I've now learned how to value myself. So sometimes when you message somebody, now this thing, the bad, let's say, what you need to pay attention to is, once a client message you around 10 a.m., you cannot do it, but me, I can do it. Like that professor, I went to see her now. If she reach out to me around 10 a.m. now, let's say she's my first client on Upwork, and I do any mistake to delay time, she go and work with somebody else. Am I right?
Yeah.
But me now, in fact, I've done the perfect job for her. This last one, if she reach out to her Anthony and maybe I don't respond for the next 2 days, guess what will be in her mind? Who wants to try? What do you think she will think in her mind?
You're busy.
Very good. Mark is busy. Do you understand? I've seen it though. I've seen it, but I've not responded. Guess what? The more I'm doing that, I'm not advising for you guys, because me now, I've showed, take note, I've done something and she has seen my work. But you know, if you do it, suppose you have lost that person. Don't do it, you understand? But me now, I can do it now. The reason why I'm doing this is increasing my value to the woman. Let's say the job, let's say two video editing I normally do for $2. Just the way we talk about $20 yesterday. But when I'm doing it with this woman now, if I tell this woman $60, she will pay. Because she believes that I have to leave other people's work to do her own work, and her own is time sensitive. I was like, man, you know I'm always busy. Like, so what I'm trying to say in essence is, in summary, on this number 7 point, is just have what? Let me just say it. Have sweet mouth. What did I say?
Have sweet mouth.
Now, this thing is very good and very bad. Let me say the advantage and disadvantage. Me now, some of the guys used to call me jack of all trade. I have 21 skills. Like, I have 21 skills that I've learned. Google Analytics, Google Console, this and that. And those are skills you can leverage on to make money online. And now the issue now is, sometimes what really prompted me to have these skills is not because I really wanted to, like I told you before, I started with websites, Shopify marketing, that is designing e-commerce website for people, for clients on Upwork and Fiverr. But some clients will reach out to you once you have done a particular job, just like the way I said the last one, learn how to sell yourself. This one, I'm not telling the client that I know how to do video editing. Sometimes you will not be the one to initiate that conversation. No. Maybe while they are talking to the client will not be like, the person that was working for me before, this person did not do well. That's why I reached out to you. I don't know if you can help and continue from where the person stopped. And again, there's another person I used to give the job to do this particular one. That the person has made reference to two persons, you understand, two brand or two organization. And the person now, and I'll be like, sir, and this person is telling you now to do this Shopify well. And the person is telling you that somebody else used to do his video editing for his account. Maybe a client, you need to pay attention to opportunities. A client is talking to you, sir, let's say a client has fixed a Zoom meeting for you to meet on Upwork, let's say around 10 a.m. Then you are online around 10 a.m. You just use the client is not coming online by 10:30. So now the client now be like, hi Mark, sorry I'm late. I was struggling with trying to design the particular video. You understand? And guess what? Some people just overlook that conversation and continue with what they want to talk about. But now I'm like, oh, tell me about it. First of all, make it seem like you wasted my time. You understand? Look, I'm busy. I'm building my value at the same time. I want to upsell. I'm using one to kill to bed. I'm like, I'll not pay attention to that thing that delayed you. Sometimes they might not mention it. You bring it up by yourself. Do you understand? Yes, like, why were you? What caused the delay? You know, this kind of thing. So everything from that conversation, you have now gotten a point. Now that's what pushed me into learning so many skills. The person now say, I was struggling with editing a video, and guess what? I don't know how to edit a video. So now the person will ask, I say, I'll do the best. This is where feedback comes in. I'll do the best for you. I was able to do this for this person. I'll do this for this person. So now the client now will now say, okay, I want to design. The person will now send me a sample. I design this one for me. Normally, let's say for me now that I'm an expert in it, I can say I will use 1 day. But because I don't know that job, I tell the client that it's going to take 3 months. Because who can tell me what am I going to be doing within that 3 months? I'll be learning that skill because and guess what? The person has already placed order, so there is a timer. It's counting. So I have 3 months to settle down, drink yogurt, and I'm learning. So I'm only doing that first job, and I'm still building on this other one. So that's how I was able to go learn so many skills that I didn't even plan for. So that's why I have 21 plus 5. And in fact, add that to it's now 22. I got one on Sunday. So now this last Sunday I just passed because I do a lot of back-to-back trainings and yeah, so I've gotten. So one thing you must understand is what learning how to have sweet mouth, which is learn how to sell your skill. So and if you know, it's not really advisable, but never you accept a job you don't know how to do, because you know once you do a job that you don't know how to do very well, mostly if you are picking a particular time that you know you'll not be able to deliver it, the client will give you bad rating, bad 5 star. It will not give you 5 star, maybe like 1 star, and it's not good for your account. So it's either you have, how can you beat this? It's either you know within that time frame you are going to learn it, or you have somebody else, maybe your friend that is a professional. Like me, I have contact of so many guys. I told about this cover, this one that we're doing. Oh God, like people that are, this is what they are doing alone. I'll not really advise you learn one skill alone, but yeah. So I have some, even there's a lady I'm planning to bring here, I don't know, very soon. She does all those apps you are seeing, all those icon. That's where she's present. I know how to do it, but there's a difference between being a specialist. Like now, I can be telling you when I become a father, I'll do this, I'll do that. But someone that is a father will tell you how it is, what he or she, like what he's going through. So that's how it is. So that's my point number 7. Then point number 8, protect your focus. Protect focus like an asset.
Okay.
Protect focus like a business asset. So there's one thing I'm always doing that I notice that Emmanuel cannot do. Yes, it's good and it's bad. What do I mean? Me now, it comes naturally sometimes. Not everybody have this special, I don't know, not everybody have this ability. Some persons, like my mom now, I think I got it from my mom. Some persons, whenever they are driving their car, maybe they're going to the office, and maybe a call is coming in. It's advisable you park normally, I understand, safety. But my mom will be speeding more while receiving that call. But some persons will be like, I cannot, mostly she's something that it has to do with them responding, hello. But me, do you know that I can listen to 2 laptops at the same time? Like 2 laptops are playing music and I'm writing the lyrics of this one, I can do more like multitasking. But once it comes to protecting your focus, I understand that Emmanuel cannot do it. He gets distracted. He'll be like, let's say if Emmanuel is listening to something like, Emmanuel, do this other one, Emmanuel, do this other one. You know, like whoa, like it's all the trouble, you understand? And it's good because he's going to focus on one thing and become the best in it. That is not his strength, that's his weakness. That's why this morning I was talking about emotional intelligence, and I was like, it's good for us to know each other's strengths and weaknesses so we can know how to work with each other to be more efficient. So protect your focus like a business asset. Never you get distracted. Before you can say, I'm going to talk about that when it comes to financing. Let's say you made $20 or let's say $18, Oppo has taken $2. So now, like Joy now, this morning she was able to mention what she would do this morning. Let's say this money drops in her account. Flourish and Emmanuel did the same thing. But me now, most of the things they mentioned, I'm not going to go into that. We're going to have that as our own separate class. So now, let's say this $18 drops into your account. Now, if you notice, guys, I know some of you are having this thinking that I spend recklessly, or I spend lavishly. Like I'm not prudent in my spending. You feel like I'm the kind of person. If I go out now and let's say I have something they call let's say as I'm going out now and talking about dress, no, let's not go into that. We'll do that behind the scene. So talking about impulse spending now, if I go out now, I'm the kind of person that I think this is something that I had to work with. That's why sometimes if I'm going out, I purposely don't go out with physical cash, you understand? But yet my phone is with me, so it's just like I'll just make the transfer. So it's the same thing to me. So I'll go out. Imagine me going to buy suya of 50,000 naira just for me. Like I don't plan it to, I'm just passing. The man was just doing that his knife. I don't, Mara, how much? So I'm the kind of person, if I want to satisfy my craving, I do it very well. Let me do it. Like I've done it, let it go. And that's the thing that it has been affecting me. But now I've redirected that energy into something else. So whenever you're doing something, you have to be focused. So when it comes to my spending, if I'm making, let's say I have 2 million naira. If I have 2 million naira, for instance, in my account, before you see me spend almost up to 10% of this money, I must have invested at least 1.9 million. So this one that I'm dashing people is like, I've already sent this one on message. Like it's making more money for me. So this other one is for, because I know I have this thing. You understand? Yes. So this other one now is, but now the issue now is it's time to use that one to do other, like, but maybe I not see. That's when you use that thing. Sometimes I'll spend 3 hours checking my phone. Who will I send money to? You see, I'll not be like, who will I send money to? So if you happen to fall, like if I come across your contact, or let's say God just help you, I just see your status on WhatsApp. Hi, I found now. I just do mistake. I just say I'm not fine. No, guess what? You have gotten me. That is where this emotional thing comes in for me. I don't like seeing people go through, like, it has a way of like, I can't think well and all of that. So now that money I've left to as miscellaneous or something, I'll give you everything. And when I say everything, when I say 10%, 10% of 2 million naira is how much?
200,000.
Okay. So it's not small money. Yeah, that's gone. That's why my siblings, they know me. Like they and me, like other normal people that work, those of you do 9 to 5 jobs, that you are waiting every month or pay your salary. So you are waiting every month for you to plan your money. But me, I do my own every Sunday. So between Sunday till Friday, on Sunday, like I'll sit down. This week I want to say I want to spend just 100,000. Are you seeing it? I'm just giving an instance, guys. I want to spend 100. Okay, let me break it down before they'll come and okay, let's say I want to spend 10,000 this month. You understand? So on Sunday, I'm always in my quiet, like I'll plan how I want to spend that money for that week, not monthly. So let's say on Friday, on Saturday, I'll spend 8,000 naira. It's meaning 2,000 naira. Anybody that comes across, like I'm giving that person this, like it's part is more than, like, take it. So even if you do anything, even if you just say good morning, like it has happened to me strange. Even recently when I traveled to Ijebu, this last one I traveled, I was at the park, and when I was inside the bus, I was trying to respond to so many messages. I was trying to travel back to this our office here, Tech Library Hub, and somebody just, like, I just saw somebody, those guys that hawk things, like I saw one man bought something. He was not shouting on the young boy, like, go and give, like he was speaking in Yoruba, like, go and give my thing, go and give my thing. So guess what? I was told, because that was on a Saturday, I spent what I was supposed to spend that week. I called this guy and I gave him 5,000. Guess what? Normally, what will come to your mind? They'll be like, he wants to use the boy for ritual. Yes. People start thinking all this kind of thing, but I just did it. Guess the guy closed shop. He's going home. Like, and I mean, so I'm not like, people now look at me at, well, you know, some girls now like, hey, this guy has the feel. I just did it based on, I felt the fact that I was moved. Like, I just felt like, how would this young boy not, like, you know, that I was just moved. So I gave him that money. So they're not like, So as I was traveling, even the driver, even the money I paid, even the driver that is doing legitimate work, you not collect up to this amount I spent, I think 4 or 5. The one that is even driving, buying fuel, you're not like, how come, what will, like, you know that moment you feel you are working, like somebody just got that money without doing anything. Like, he was looking at me side me, like everyone was just looking at me like, I don't, and I'm always on my AirPod. So when I got back, like, and it's always good for you to call people, and I'm not saying you should not bless, or let's say you should not reward people that are working legitimately. If I had that money, I mean the driver was one that reached out to me for, definitely I would have given him. So there's a place for, I pay attention to hard work. I don't joke with how, even the boy too was hard, it's hard work, like he's walking in the sun, so it's still hard work. So yes, so this is my point number what?
8.
Okay, I'm going to list out the other point because of our time. I think we had a wonderful time today. So the next one we're going to have is build a team. Always understand that you will not be able to know everything. So even in this freelancing space, as a professional, learn how to be able to have a team of guys, because you will definitely encounter difficulty. There will be sometimes that just like what Emmanuel did yesterday, that where the PC he was using, he logged out the email account that was there. Imagine he was the only one doing, let's say it's a client account, definitely will be panicking. But if there's a team Of course, you can ask Joy, what's the password? You can ask somebody. So there's a place for you building a team, and it has to be a team that trusts you. Build a team around yourself with like minds, a purpose-driven team. Then let's go to point number 10. I'm going to rush this. You take feedback without emotional. Then something happened recently that I stopped. Whenever I'm not supposed to say, okay, whenever Joy used to make videos, if you notice, okay, I'm going to say this off the record. Let's continue, guys. So learn to take feedback without emotional resistance. You understand? Learn to take feedback without emotional resistance. Very, very important. Somebody, you did something, somebody saying thank you, now be like, don't mention it. Very, very, because once you've done hard work, there's this, it's just like saying you are dressing up professionally but you don't have a tie. You understand? So once somebody gives you that feedback, it gives you that mentality that you're doing the right thing. I think that it gives you that mentality to do more and not relent. Like there's this so whenever you're doing something that has to do with Upwork and Fiverr or online opportunities, learn to do the perfect job so that, and again, guess what, you know, all of us know what this feedback can do to our account, like in terms of reviews and everything. So it's very important. So I'm going to rush down this point. There's no time. I would have explained this in detail. Keep learning what the market wants. Always know that your skill is always, see, every morning you wake up, think what you know you don't know. It's like, make it seem like your skill is outdated. Like that, as I'm talking to you now, if I tell you I know how to do Shopify, if you ask me in the next 1 minute, I'll tell you that I'm good in Shopify. I'll not tell you I know how to do Shopify, because there's something that has happened in that last 1 hour that we're making this video that I don't know. One update that I don't know. So always have this at the back of your mind. You cannot know it all. That's why I said build a team, very important, because your team. That's why on Monday you're going to be telling me, I've given you an assignment already. So you're going to tell me something because it happened to me. So I want to learn, I want to see other views to what we are doing, and it's going to be graded. So number 12. Think in value, not in effort. This is going to be our last point. Think in value, not in effort. So do you know, how many of you know that some mechanics these days, they'll be under the sun from morning to evening, and their take home maybe like 10,000 naira. But you now, you'll be in the office inside AC, and you're going home with 1 million naira. You know it's possible. How many of you have seen this thing? What's it called? Do you know that some people are even more hardworking than the president of Nigeria? You know, he's always going with guards, and it's saying inside. There's some places that are inside sun. So those guys that used to cut wood with iron, Moses, people that used to bend iron for buildings, what's it called, for concrete. A lot of people are doing physical, but guess what? In terms of value, the person is not even doing anything. He's even earning more. That's why there's this saying there's this saying like, use your, I'm going to say it in our pidgin language, use your head waka, maybe your leg. That is, as I am now, you might be thinking of going home. Florence might be thinking of going home. She wants to trek. But me now, I might just carry my phone and call somebody at home to bring something for me. You understand? So I use my head to know that there's alternative to me using that physical energy. So that's why I'm saying, think in value, not in effort, not your physical strength. I know there's a place for God, grace, and everything, but I believe if you're doing the right thing, God will definitely bless you, and you don't need to always keep on using your effort. So, guys, we come to the end of this. How many have I mentioned?
12.
Okay, we come to the end of this professional habits that increases online income and opportunities for all of us here at Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative. And one thing I want us to know that is making money online is not luck. Making online is not what? Is not luck. It's not like I wish I would get 10 million. I wish one client to message me. No, you have to put in there's no such thing as luck. Just the way Mr. Ben used to say on Tech Library of Empowerment Initiative, which is a strong case. There's nothing like luck. It's the effort of what you put in that you see. You understand? There's no such thing like that. So pay attention to that, guys. So we come to the end of this training. and it has been wonderful with you guys, and I'm happy I was able to have this moment using my own personal experiences with you. For those of you watching this video, if you know you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. And this is just coaching and mentorship class that we just had on freelancing, and like I said, the topics today we had was professional habits that increases online income and opportunities. And if you must know, we're not just talking about we're not just doing theory here, we're also doing practicals. So we make a lot of videos. If you know what our videos, can check on how you can make money online, Upwork, Fiverr, social media, and other platforms that I've been mentioning. So guys, I don't know if anybody has any questions for me.
I have a question.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
When you said we should respond very fast, are you saying that we should stay online 24/7? Like we should not leave, we should not focus on other things.
What do you mean by other things? You're a freelancer, right? A full-time freelancer.
Yes.
Okay. And this only comes in for people that have a 9-to-5 job. That is, people that are not really making money from this online yet. So they are going to their normal jobs, and they're coming back. Of course, they'll be mentally tired. They might be physically tired, and when they are back, they'll will not want to rest. And like I said, based on the time zone, based on where we are now, it's very difficult for you to not give the body rest. That's something I'll talk about in other videos on how you can manage resting. Although it's not really, it's something I'm still battling with, because I have a lot of attachments, and sometimes at night I'll just be with my phone before I just see money, or sometimes I'll just hear joy knocking or even stand. So it's something that you need to pay attention to. So I'm talking about managing your timing at night, reaching out to this client. It's something you can do if you know you're doing freelancing as a full-time job. I have one of my friends, he will sleep from, like, normal human beings wake up around 6, 7, 8, 9, they want to go to their working place. This guy will sleep till 12 in the afternoon, sometimes 2 p.m. because he's keeping his body, like he's reserving his energy for the night work. So if you are doing freelancing as a full-time job, you must learn how to nurture your body, like eat good food. You must also learn how to sleep well, although some of us are not putting those things into practice. And another thing you should pay attention to now is that's why I'm saying a very big thank you to Tech Library Hub Empowerment Initiative, because recently I think I'm eating more, because normally I know myself I will go 3 days without eating. I'm not exaggerating, guys. 3 days without eating, and if I want to eat, I'll go and buy mineral. Like I just feel like the time it take for me to go out and think of what, like, let me just buy. If you go to my room where I stay, you see a lot of mineral bottles. Like, in fact, I need to start selling it for them to recycle it. So the thing now is it is very important you learn how to manage your time. And if you know you want to focus on freelancing as a full-time job, our advice, you try to balance your, like, you try to rest more so that you can you can be more efficient at night. And actually, that's your question.
Yes, sir.
Any other question? Okay, Manuel.
I have a question, sir.
Okay.
Is there any other way we can attract clients on Upwork or Fiverr, apart from the reviews we had or the portfolio?
Yes. I mentioned in our last videos that from portfolios they'll come to you. In fact, if your account on Upwork and on Fiverr or that freelancing platform is looking so good, you don't even need to look for clients. Like, if your account, like if you have a house that is very beautiful, or you built an hotel that is very beautiful, of course you know you have people that want to come and stay there because it's still new. You have people rushing, nobody wants to go to something that already exists. Like, they know how the room look like, they know how the system look like. But if you have a new setting, a new account normally attracts attention. That's why once you open a new account today on Upwork and you drop your first project, and your account is doing very well, within that 1 week they're going to give you a new level. That level is called top rising talent. Is a star. It will show you on you see your profile here, you now see the star in front of it, top rising star. So any client come online, they'll be like, oh, this guy is active, they want to give you jobs. So that's why before opening an account, I must make sure you are ready to receive jobs. And again, what makes you ready to receive jobs? You must have that skill. It's not like Facebook. They'll be like, okay, today I want to sell cars, let me just open Facebook page. When I have those car pictures, I'll start posting it. No, as I open Upwork, you are ready to, like, there's nothing like slow and steady. You are ready to receive job. So I am ready to put in the work also. So have I answered the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Flourish.
So why is it not good using slangs to talk to your clients?
Just like the way we are doing today, it's not professional, and it's something that it's against Upwork policy. If you know you want to make money online, you have to be formal, just the way we have our formal job setting for those doing 9-to-5 jobs, like I've mentioned before. If you're using slang, it shows the client cannot entrust you with delicate project or project that affects their own brand or their own organization, and it's not something that they are looking forward to doing. So if they expect me to, aside using slang, I also mentioned some other things you should try as much as possible to avoid racial words, abusive words, and all of that. So it's something that you should pay attention to, because a client might not want to work with you due to the manner at which you communicate with him or her. Have I answered that?
Yes.
Okay.
I have another question again about the using the translator
Deep area.
Yes, maybe the client is demanding for a video
call, yeah.
Like, is there any other way? Maybe the client insists on having the video call. You know, there are more scammers now. So
yeah. So automatically, that is where misinformation comes in. I think we've talked about that when it comes to in our last practical class. I talked about talking about video editing. I talked about social media. I said misinformation can have your account suspended or banned. So just the way we have that. Once you use an information that doesn't really resonate with you, and let's say you have put that information online, you know how to speak Dutch, and the client wants to have a Zoom call with you, automatically, one thing you can do is, it's not as if you are lying. You can tell the client that your Dutch is not fluent, that can the client speak English. Understand? But once the client cannot speak English, automatically you have started losing trust, because in your profile you are putting that. Are you seeing it? But once you do something like that, so one thing I normally advise is, of course, there's a place for you to have a local account and a place to have a foreign account. We are going to do that in another video, why you need to have a foreign account, why you have to have this particular account. But for this particular question, when the client want to reach out to you, you have to be very creative about trying to make that chat, call, it still remains as chat. You understand? I'm always busy. Don't use words like my camera is bad, because of course you have dropped your value. It means you don't have a good device you work with. Because a lot of persons do that and they lose that client. You can give a very innovative, very creative response, like, I don't normally do videos with call, I keep it professional, I can chat with you, sir. If the client wants to work with you, and again, that thing can also increase your value. It depends on how you present it. You're like, I don't do video calls with clients. Simple. Don't like, please, don't drop your value on Upwork and Fiverr. So any other question?
Yes, sir. Why is it advisable to treat your online platform as like a workplace?
Because that's where you're making money from. So imagine imagine your mom is always giving you food. Let me use this illustration for you. That's a good question, Flourish. Imagine your mom is always giving you food every day, morning, afternoon, and evening. And your mom of course you appreciate your mom for what she's doing, Abi. So you're going to say, Mommy, thank you, right? After you're done eating. So now, if your mom refuses to give you food, you'll not be happy again, Abi. So now that's what happens to you online. That is, online where you are working, is your office. You are getting money from it to sort your bills, you understand, to buy your tools that you're working with. And if you are not being professional, you lose that thing. Understand? And once you lose that place, of course, you have to look for another source of income. And again, it's only online that will pay you what you want to add in. Imagine you are the kind of person that you've already started living that high life. They're paying 1 million or 2 million, as you understand, and then you now lose these online opportunities, and you start working with someone that is paying 10,000. You know you have to pay your house rent. Like you are now living in a big, like, you understand. You have to maintain the lifestyle. So very important. So I think we'll come to the end of this video. So it has been wonderful with you guys. I think in our next video, it's very important we do this, because one thing we need to understand is, aside the fact that we do training practically, they need to have a deep understanding about these things, because it enables them to be able to know how to navigate some of these problems that we encounter online, and for them to be professional when it comes to handling jobs and working with clients from different parts of the world. So on behalf of me, on behalf of everyone here, Joy, Flourish, and the rest of them, we'll say a very big thank you. Thanks for watching this video, and we're going to be dropping more videos subsequently, guys. Do have a wonderful day, guys. Love you.